Week 2 is here, and I got the power rankings for you guys right here. And let me tell you, week 1 was definitely all over the place. Like, we had a lot of upsets, a lot of things have changed. And yeah, compared to week 1, my power rankings are a lot different. Let's just say that. But if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button because it takes 2 seconds. And of course, I be posting NFL content almost daily. As of right now, 205 subscribers, so doing good, doing good, but of course I want more. But anyways, let's get into the video. Now, for the number 10 team, there could have been a lot of different options for this number 10 team, like the Ravens, like the Broncos, like a few other teams. But I do got the Miami Dolphins as my number 10 team. I think they looked pretty good against the New England Patriots. They ended up winning the game. Tua did good. He did good overall. He had a really bad. We had a couple really bad passes, but he threw a couple of touchdowns, no interceptions. I thought he looked overall good. Their running game, they basically had no run game, but their defense looked really, really good against Mac Jones. They definitely pressured him a lot. So yeah, I think the Dolphins earned that number 10 spot. Number 9 team is the Cincinnati Bengals. They did move down a few spots compared to my last week spot or my last week rankings. Of course, they lost against the Steelers 23-20, but Joe Burrow had, like 300 yards passing, like 2 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. And I know the very first drive was a pick 6. So Burrow had a couple of good plays, but a couple really bad plays. But of course, Jamar Chase did really good. I mean, they should not be worried about the season at all. I mean, it does suck losing against the divisional rival, but still early in the season. But yeah, their defense, they looked okay. But like I said, they deserve to go down after how bad Joe Burrow did. So, number 9, Bengals. The number 8 team is the Green Bay Packers. Now, last week they're number 6, and of course they definitely need to go down even further maybe. But of course, I'm the Packers fan, so they're going to be a little bit higher than normal. But yeah, I mean, you already seen my recap video. The Packers wide receivers definitely struggled. Our defensive backs looked really, really bad. It was just an overall really bad game. But I still see a very good team in the Packers still. I'm not too concerned about it yet. Like I said, it sucks they lost, but we do face the Bears next week, so we'll see how they really do against the Bears. But yeah, the Packers number 8 for now. The San Francisco 49ers are my number 7 team. Now, Trey Lance definitely showed his rookie struggles, and he did not look good. And I know that game was really rainy, and the weather was just terrible, but you are playing against the Bears. And I know you didn't have George Kittle too, but, I mean, bro, it shouldn't have been that bad. Am I concerned about Trey Lance? Not yet. It's still super early. Of course, that was his first start, I think. So, I think he was also the leading rusher. The 49ers defense did good. But yeah, their offense was definitely not there, of course. It's still week 1, so don't be too concerned about these teams yet. So 49ers number 7. The Las Vegas Raiders are my number 6 team. I think offensively they had a couple really good players like Devontae Adams completely balled out like I expected. But Derek Carr definitely had his moments just like Joe Burrow. He had a few good plays and a few really bad plays, but of course that's just a game. Their defense was okay. They did give up a lot of, not a lot of points, a lot of plays to the Chargers, but it's still early, so the teams are trying to find their, identity and all that. So as of right now, Raiders don't need to struggle, or not struggle, but don't need to worry about at all. So yeah, number 6 for the Raiders. The number 5 team is the Kansas City Chiefs. They move up a couple of spots from last week. Now, they did beat the Cardinals, but they did more than just beating. They completely dominated the Cardinals. And Patrick Mahomes looked absolutely amazing, throwing 5 touchdowns, like 300-something yards. He looked really, really, really good. And that D looked not that bad. And I can't believe their safety, Justin Reed, the backup kicker now. And he did pretty damn good, dude. So that's actually really good for the Chiefs. But overall, very good performance. We're going to see how they do next week against the Chargers. But yeah, for number 5 for now. Speaking of the Chargers, I got them at number 4. They go up a couple of spots from last week. I think they looked really good offensively. Justin Herbert had a complete ball-out game. Now, their run game was a little but yeah, overall, their offense did really good. But what really shocked me was how good their D was. Khalil Mack getting 3 sacks on the day against the Raiders team. And they had a few interceptions against Derek Carr. So I think the Chargers defense looked really good against a very solid offensive team. And yeah, they definitely deserve to go up. So I got the Chargers number 4. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are my number 3 team. Now, they did win against the Cowboys 19-3. Their offense had, at least the first half was struggling a little bit. Tom Brady looked a little shaky, but overall he didn't do that bad. He had a touchdown and interception. But running game though, Leonard Fournette did really, really good with over 120 yards on the run. Um, but their defense obviously looked really, really good even before Dak Prescott even came out. And now that does suck for the Cowboys, definitely. But yeah, I mean, not bad performance. I think they're number 4 last week, so yeah, they get bumped up to number 3. The number 2 team. Now, last week they're my number 1, but yeah, they could be lower. I got the Rams as my number 2 team. Of course, we all seen that game on Thursday night. Matthew Stafford looked really, really, really bad. They got completely smoked by the Bills, in which, by the way, my Bills are my number 1 team. But yeah, this team was just all over. Their defensive backs, like Jalen Ramsey, looked really, really, really bad. Now, it is, like I said many times, it's week 1. It's still super, super, super early in the season. They definitely have time to turn things around, but yeah, not a good performance at all. But they do drop down to number 2. And like I said already, the Bills are number 1. Now, this team, obviously, like I just said about the Rams, they completely ran over the Rams. Now, they did have a couple of turnovers, but, Josh Allen had a couple of interceptions, and I think, a forced fumble and all that, but they still blew out the Rams in LA. This Bills team looks really, really, really good, and, yeah, they're definitely a team to be feared on, so the Bills, they're definitely don't have to worry about anything, and they had 3 turnovers, and they still won by 21-plus points. Yeah, and that's without Tre'Davious White playing either. That's their top corner. So the Bills, definitely number 1 as of right now, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely a scary team for sure. But that ends this video. If you like it, hit that subscribe button, hit like that button, comment down below, whatever. Yeah, man, I'm out of here. Deuces.